y'all, it's Laura, and this is one of my Pocketless Pages layout. And if you're not familiar with my Pocketless Pages layouts, this is just simply a type of layout. It's almost like a grid layout in that I have all of my elements fairly separate, but I kind of puzzle them together onto the page to create a bit of a design. At least I like to think it's a design. Some people might think it looks a little busy. That's okay. I really like embellishments, and I really like trying different ways to create my layouts, because when my children look through the books, I want to have some variation between my layouts. I don't want them all to look the same, and this is one of the ways that I avoid that. So these photos are from my oldest son Alex's Cub Scout days. This is his Bobcat Ceremony, which, goodness sakes, y'all, was probably 5 years ago. He's in 7th grade now. Yikes. Okay, gosh, these are some old photos. And that's the ceremony where they put paint on their faces and tell them that the different colors represent different characteristics of a scout, and kind of explain to them the goals that they're reaching for in being a Cub Scout, what they're trying to become, encouraging them to become very respectful and responsible young men. And that's one of the reasons I love Scouts. I just think it's a really good program for my boys, and I'm really glad they're involved. So this layout is pretty blue and yellow. I know, shocking, with those colors in the photos that I would choose blue and yellow on this layout. But it's true. I love blue and yellow, and they perfectly go with these uniforms. So we're going to use it. This is all from the Citrus Twist November kit, which I am still working through. Yeah. I hope to finish this by the end of the month, because goodness knows it's taking me forever to do so. I did have a lot of extra add-ons to this kit, and I probably should avoid that in the future, just because there's so much in these kits already. And usually my goal is to get 7 or 8 layouts per kit. With all of the extra add-ons, I think I'm aiming for 12 at this point with this enormous kit. So yeah, that's happening. Sorry, my computer is beeping apparently. But okay, back to the layout. I am very distracted this evening. Sorry about that, y'all. I think I've restarted this voiceover probably 4 times now. Yes. So, pardon the exhaustion and the tangents. Alrighty, back to the layout. I'm going to use this gorgeous golden yellow paper to mat the giant group photo, and this was just the boys that are in his exact level. And I want to say it's wolves, but I can't tell from here. But they have a really big troop, and my husband is currently the Cub Master, but at this point he was not. And Alex is no longer in Cub Scouts. He's a Boy Scout now, believe it or not. Oh gosh, they grow so fast. So anyway, getting all of my photos down on the page, and I chose to use this gray background because there was going to be a lot of elements in this layout, and I really try to choose a very neutral background for these Pocketless pages. That way the pictures shine and the design elements also pop off of the page, and you're not distracted by a lot of background. There are going to be a lot of details to this page, so we don't want a busy background at the same time. These lovely bow tie shapes came in the ephemera pack, and I didn't know what to do with them when I was opening this kit. The only thing that I could think of is that they would make fantastic kite tails, and that's all I could envision using them for, and then decided when I put these pictures down that I had left just the right gap there to squeeze a few of them in, because there's more. There was a lot of these in there, and I'm going to squeeze these in between the photos. I also am using the very last cork leaf from the kit, which I'm a little sad about because I kind of love those cork leaves. They are so pretty. They give it such an organic feel. I love cork. I love wood veneer. They just bring just a very natural feel to my layouts, and I really, really like them. So that is a very common choice for me to add to my layouts. So I'm playing around with the letters. These were just some cardstock letters that were in the ephemera pack, and this one says fun, but I'm going to change that out just a minute for hello, because I want to put my title down there at the bottom, and decided to use those letters as part of my title. Now, I do love pictures like this, mostly because they're very natural. It's as they're happening kind of thing. They're not posed. And a lot of my pictures with the kids are, hey, look at me, and then you take the picture. And they do tend to pose. They do tend to, give you a certain look or a certain body position when you do that. And these pictures are action pictures, and they're very natural, and I think I like them much better. So the name of this layout is going to be Hello Bobcat. I know, it's creative, isn't it? Anyway. But yes, I love these beautiful thickers. One of the reasons I purchased the add-on kit, which came with a ton of Dear Lizzie Stargazer papers, which are gorgeous, was because the main kit did not have any alphas. Now, this shouldn't be a concern to me because you know, as well as everyone else, that I probably have quite a few packs of extra alphas. And I do. But for some reason, it bothered me. And so I decided to add on the little Stargazer kit because I could get some more alphas. So it came with these beautiful, kind of a gold sparkly alpha thicker, and I really like them. So I'm going to use those here. Grabbing these chipboard stickers, which I'm kind of in love with. They are so cool, and I love the phrases that they have on them. They're just very usable, and a lot of times with other kits I've had, they're very like kind of project life centered, so some of the phrases don't really work when you only scrapbook holidays and larger events, which is mostly what I do. And I just don't have time to do project life. Trying to keep up with all of the different things that the kids do on a weekly basis would be very overwhelming, and I would be so far behind before I even really got started. So I just don't. So I'm going to move around these pieces a little bit. I did cut out some of that beautiful teal and blue and white kind of a wave looking pattern. I really like that. And I thought this was a great time to use this word every day. This one was kind of a challenge for me, this little everyday title, because I don't normally scrapbook everyday things. I scrapbook events and activities and holidays, not everyday things. So then I considered using my thickers to spell out not every day, and that just seemed awkward. So I did not do that. It'll disappear in a minute. Just using some glue dots on this About a Boy cork piece, and I thought this was a good time to use that. There was also an About a Girl cork piece, but I used that one on a layout of my beautiful daughter Chloe. So those both have gotten used as well. I love when they include cork in the kits. It's makes me happy. Love cork. Yeah, I think we already covered that. Moving on. Oh no, I've disappeared. Where have I gone? Think I'm flipping through the ephemera pieces. Oh no, I was finding more thickers. This is when I was considering doing the not everyday. Yeah, as soon as I put down the very first thicker, I was like, no, this does not look right. No. You will see it's quickly removed at that point. Not gonna work, Laura. So I decided instead I'm gonna go ahead and take this little journaling piece that came, I believe that came from the Turn the Page collection. It's one of their journaling pieces. Yes, it's got the little paper airplane on it. And I had these left over from a previous kit, and just keep sticking whatever is left over from last month's Citrus Twist kit gets stuck into the next one, because they all tend to not necessarily coordinate, but you can make them work. You can work them in, and yeah, I really liked it. It was a nice size. It had the right colors to match the paper underneath of it. So that was a nice little happy or scrappy accident, if you will. Yes, I'm full of puns today. Just wait. Adding in some journaling about Alex's ceremony, and just going to add that up onto the card at the top. as usual, I am not walking into this layout with any sort of a plan because planning is for suckers. No, I'm just kidding. Planning is something that I do struggle with. I am very much an in the moment type of person. And when I have responsibilities that I have to do, which is often with so many kids and dogs and etc., then I tend to do those things first because I'm afraid I will forget about them. So planning is not my forte. I have a tendency to do those important things quickly and get them done and prepared and out of the way so that I don't forget and not do it. I used a ticket as a banner up there in the top corner, which for me, using a ticket on a layout is a big deal. I have such trouble using this random ephemera sometimes, the things that just, I don't know, that just don't leap out at you, you know? So I grabbed some of these lovely washi tape sets from Heidi Swap that were sitting on my desk. They just came in from Peachy Cheap, and I was super excited to use them because they're the right colors. Yeah. So I made some banners with these, just stick them onto some cardstock. I will tell you, this is a technique that I really enjoy doing and do quite often. So those are going to get added onto some cardstock, then I'll cut out some banners. This layout is almost done. Really, that's mostly what I have left to do. It will warn you, this will end a little bit abruptly because my camera stopped recording. It likes to turn off roughly every 10 minutes, and it takes me well over an hour to scrapbook every single page. So once in a while we miss just a little bit, but you will get to see the main elements in this, and there are some still photos at the end. So if there's any details that were missed, you should be able to see them there. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and as always, I would love to hear your feedback and comments below. If you feel up to talking to me, I would appreciate it. Any thumbs up and subscribing, we love that too. I am very excited to be over 100 subscribers now. It's really gratifying to know that people enjoy my work, and I'd love to hear from you. So be sure to leave me a comment, tell me what you think. If you have any advice or just want to say, hey, nice job, I'll take it. Thanks so much, guys, for watching, and until next time, bye.